you're in for a spectacle. Kuritas, how are you doing?
Oh, hello, I'm doing quite all right. And hello, everyone. Welcome to Highway to Hell Divers 2. Sorry, I had to make that joke. This this is Helldivers 2.
Oh,
Look, the name flows perfectly, so I had to say that. But yeah, this is Helldivers 2. You're about to witness some very glorious managed democracy and liberty and freedom and all of that. I have a lot to yap about, but before I do so, I have with me Selkuth Mine here. Sel, you want to introduce yourself?
hello. I technically play this game. I'm obligated to eventually learn this run because I did a silly for charity purposes. So consider this my training mission. I am here and ready to learn from the experienced helldiver that is Curry.
Excellent. I love that attitude. Yeah, there's a lot I can yap about, but I will start off with the category name because that can get a little complicated. On your screen right now, it says, Illuminate's Operation Any Percent. That is the shortened name because the full proper name is Operation Any Percent, Illuminate, No Major Glitches, Unscouted, Solo, Standard, and the difficulty, which, Sakkran, I believe we had an incentive for. What is the result on that?
We are cranking this thing up from a level 5 dive to a level 10 super hell dive, which, if I recall correctly, is as hard as it gets.
That is correct. You can see on the bottom of my screen, I'm bumping this up to 10 Super Hell Dive. Thank you so much for your generous donations to Super Earth. We're bumping this up to level 10 now. So yeah, if you caught that full name, congratulations. That is way too long to fit on the screen, so it's just Illuminate Operation Any Percent. But yeah, thanks to your donations, we're doing this at the hardest difficulty in the game, level 10. So, what is an Operation Any Percent? This is where you do a group of 3 missions in a single operation. So, if I'm on a planet here, like you can see, I click into an operation. These are the 3 missions I would have to complete to do an Operation Any Percent. You can't bounce back and forth between one mission here and one mission here and one mission here. You have to do it all in a single operation. So that's what an operation is. And then any percent is just doing the primary objectives and then getting out as quickly as possible. I will explain that later. But yeah, this is a live service game, so in addition to updates happening like every week or so, this is also randomly seeded, so every time I play a mission or log into the game, the set of missions I get is entirely random. So I can hop in here, check out these 3 missions, and if I were to like do a mission or do something else and head on to another planet, just pick this one at random, there will likely be a different set of 3 missions here. So I really do not know which missions I'm going to choose until about 2 minutes later when I decide that. So while the optimal strat for speedrunning this game is to take your time and shop around map seeds to find the most optimal seed, that's not too much fun. So what I'm going to do instead is going to spend like 1 or 2 minutes to look for something and be like, okay, that's good enough, and just go with it. So, before that, just one small tidbit about the faction. There are 3 factions here: Automatons, Terminids, and Illuminate. I would have done the Automatons, because, you know, the Automatons are a tyrannical pile of steel that needs to be destroyed, in line with the Steel City Speedsters Marathon today. But unfortunately, one of the plans I was looking at is, unfortunately, or fortunately, claimed by Super Earth. So, it's fine. We don't need to go there. So I decided to do the Illuminate today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like 60 seconds-ish to pick out like an operation. And then Cell or Sakkran, if you want to pipe in with anything before we get started, now's the time. So I'm going to spend 60 seconds, look around for a decent enough seed, and then just go with it. So any messages?
Zell, if you want to go first, go for it.
Yeah, but one of the things that Curry's looking for, ideally, is to find city-based missions, ideally. Those objectives tend to be a little bit closer together, as opposed to some of the limited planets are very heavy in terms of like forest and all these different things. And that just makes like running through so much harder, less visibility. You got to deal with trees. We don't want to deal with trees. We want to be able to just, shoot down the street easily to get rid of the vote lists. They're terrible. We don't want the vote lists. They're bad. And so that's part of what Curry's looking for, is just trying to find an ideal one. We're gonna see how it goes. He can take a look. The objectives appear on the map as the orange little dots, and you want those to ideally be close to each other. We don't need to worry about the extraction point for this any percent run. But yeah, Curry has selected one.
Nice.
I'm gonna head over to that planet though.
I do have a challenge that I want to issue to Twitch chat. Now, some of you are probably initiated into the concept of managed democracy and having it enforced by Helldivers. I want you to donate an amount equal to the highest difficulty you have successfully extracted from in a mission, if you've played. If you haven't played, donate with your best guess.
I like that idea, folks. Get those donations in. Yeah.
And also,
go ahead.
Go ahead,
one, there's
Sel.
an incentive, and two, we're 60 cents away from $1,700. Please fix that sooner than later. It's driving me a little bit up the wall, and I would like to be focused on comms instead of the donation amount. So donate, please.
Do your due
That's
diligence, Super Earth citizen. Go send in those donations.
Send in your super credits.
Super credits, yeah, that's what we call them here.
That's !donate, and be sure to select that Guitar Hero controller showcase for the incentives to make sure your donation goes to that.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Go put in those donations and select that incentive. That is very important to make sure your vote is counted. And, you know, here in Super Earth, we love voting, so... But yeah, I've chosen a mission now. So here's my first mission out of the 3. And any percent means you complete all the orange nodes on here, like Cell said. You complete all the sub-objectives and primary objectives, and that's it. You don't need to worry about anything else. So this is a take-down overship mission. You'll see what an overship is real soon here. But yeah, I need to do these retrieve access codes first, and then do this takedown overship second. This can only be done after I do these first 2 sub-objectives. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna land here, choose that as my starting location, and then choose my stratagems. And I should mention, we haven't officially started time yet. I know we've yapped a lot, but time will start once I actually hit the ready up button. So that'll come a bit shortly here after I choose these stratagems. So, I'm going to pick a actually relatively balanced loadout that lets me have some amount of survivability while I'm on the map here. So I'm going to take a partner with me, a K9 guard dog. That's an autonomous flying rover that helps me vanquish Super Earth's enemies. Take a machine gun for myself, and then take some independent sentry turrets for myself to make sure that I have some cover fire. In terms of my primary loadouts, I've got the Eruptor, best primary in the game, in my opinion. Ultimatum, it's a bomb on a stick. Like, were you looking for a pistol or something as your sidearm? No. I require only the biggest explosions that managed democracy can provide me, and that's what the Ultimatum does. You'll get to see that in action real shortly. And then the impact grenades, you chuck them down, and they explode immediately on impact. So, there we go. With that, that's my loadout, so I'm ready to go. So we're ready to get started. Time will begin when I hit this ready up button. So to count it down, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Diver.
Thank
Good luck,
you,
Helldiver.
thank you.
May the wings
Alright.
of liberty propel you forward.
Thank you. I look forward to Liberty's shining beacon that will shine down on my successes in the battlefield.
As you're dropping in, I do want to share some very heartening news. We just got a $15 donation from Dewsum saying, "Get strummin', Buster." And at that, we have met that $40 goal for the Guitar Hero controller showcase.
Whoa.
So we're gonna see Bonsai Joe just jam out on that, and we are so close. Oh, actually, we've passed the $1,700 mark, so we are incredibly close to PBing. So I got to get some hype in chat for that, because that is incredible. We're doing great work here.
That is indeed
Let's
an
go,
incredible
chat.
job. Incredible job, citizens. Keep on donating. Send in your super credits, as is your democratic duty.
Yeah, so this is the first sub-objective I'm walking through right now. I need to open up all these doors and find some access codes. For some reason, they're all locked in here. Or one of them. Okay, here it is. There we go.
There you go.
1 out of the 3 done! That's as easy as I can get, but it's probably going to get a little bit more difficult from here on out. So, we did it! 1 out of 3! So, if I pull up my map here, you can see in the bottom right corner, I have a bit of ways to go to walk over to the other primary objectives over here on the southwestern corner here. So I'm going to do that and conveniently ignore all of the Illuminate enemies we're flying through. Excuse me, pardon me. You see, they don't see me, so, you know, good enough.
We take it.
We'll take it, exactly. We'll take it as we walk here on this literal highway to hell, Divers 2, right here. Look, I'm going to make that joke as many times as I can before it gets too old and chat tells me through their donations to come up with better content. So
see, if I'd known that you would be making this joke repeatedly, I might have said no to doing commentary. So anyways, chat, donate your worst Highway to Helldivers 2 style puns to make me suffer and make me regret all the decisions that have led me to be here today, but also don't, because I'm very excited, and this is a cool game. You should go check it out.
Look, it's a very, in case the point hasn't been clear already, this is a very, very satirical take on a human led galactic empire, so yeah, feel free to go, you know, parody that as much as you wish.
Like, it's very Starship Troopers and how it handles it, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, that's one of the primary inspirations for Helldivers 2 is the Starship Troopers series. So
now, Voteless. Go away. We don't want you.
Yes, these enemies the Illuminates are fielding against us are called the Voteless. They have had their democratic right to vote taken away from them, so we call them the Voteless. It's very, very sad, so what better way to put them out of their misery than to remove their preconceptions that they could vote in the first place. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's a Voteless right there. Hold on. I probably need to put down a turret right here just so they don't get too far up the stairs here. But yeah, these are the chaff of the Illuminate forces. Oh, did I put in the numbers wrong. Hold on. There we go.
You got a little distracted by a Voteless, you know. That is not your fault, soldier.
Yeah, that's fine. I can focus on the main objective now, which is unlocking this playground. You see here how this playground is just here in the middle of the city? It's such a fun place for the children of Super Earth to have fun. But you know, we have a little secret hidden right underneath this playground here that I'll show you once we unlock the doors here. It's a weapon for Super Earth. Anything that Super Earth produces can be used as a weapon against our enemies. As you can see, the playground is unlocking now. And what's inside it? Take a guess. Although you can see it right there. Oh.
I was gonna ask if that's a hell bomb, but that ain't a hell bomb. I don't know what that is.
Nope, that is not a hell bomb.
That is
a planetary...
freedom personified.
Yeah, that is
Oh.
That's okay. This is good. This is good though.
That's good.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about Curry dying. This is important.
That is most likely intended, is the way I'll put it.
Probably intended.
Probably intended. This isn't any %, which means once you complete the primary objectives, you leave as efficiently and quickly as you can. And leaving sometimes means staying on the planet in which you fought so valiantly to defend. Is the very light way I'll put it. But yeah, that is the planetary defense cannon.
Oh, God.
The barrel's staring us down in the face right now. What do you think we're gonna shoot with it?
Probably one of the ships.
I like that idea. We're gonna shoot something big in the sky.
Oh god, the strafing run.
Those are great answers, and that's pretty much it. Here, let me throw down. Oop. Put down a few turrets here. All right, we can turn this whole thing and shoot that thing in the sky. That's the overship we need to destroy. So we're gonna be aiming this cannon right at them. Once I take care of everyone else on the ground who's attempting to take my life, which is not very nice.
They're just trying to help you run this even faster.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That rifle using does have a minimum safe distance on it, doesn't it? Like.
Ooh.
Oh. Yes, it has a quote-unquote minimum safe distance if you're willing to acknowledge its drawbacks if you shoot it any closer to your own personal self. But it's fine. I've been trained in this weapon for like 15 minutes. I think that's how long my basic training lasted, was like 15 minutes.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
It's good enough.
You don't need any more than that. Super Earth, Super Earth produces excellent Helldivers of the greatest intelligence.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's all you need. You only need 15 minutes. Any more than that would be unnecessary.
Exactly, in excess. Alright, I need to turn this cannon a little bit more to the right without dying. I've been dying a few times. I don't want to die too many more times because I want to make sure I don't completely whiff it. But yeah, that thing in the sky has to go. Alright, I need to get off of here. I'm going to take the stem, which is your health pack. Stem for safety. Quite
Lovely fadeaway shot there.
Yep, that's... Honestly, you take whatever shots you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Get up there.
They voteless. Oh!
Yeah, that's a lot of them. It's okay.
How does it...
Oh!
Freedom never sleeps. I'm still alive.
Is that a harvest? Oh, that's a harvest. Oh dear.
That's a harvester.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the
big stilts dude is we call that a harvester.
Yep.
They hurt a lot.
They hurt quite a
They're
bit.
very painful.
You see, my friends and I have call-outs for these things. They have names.
Yep, they have names. I call them the walkers, or tripods. I don't know what you
usually
call
somebody
them.
just shouts. Somebody usually shouts like War of the Worlds.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the big guys are beef, apparently.
Yep, that is exactly that inspiration, I think. War of the Worlds, just big, giant, three-legged machines. So, this is a little bit slower than I'd like to be going at because they just dropped, literally right on top of my head, and I kind of need to get rid of them so they don't kill me instantly. Here, I'm gonna pull out my heavy machine gun and just start blasting.
While you're doing that, Democracy Officer Sakkran, do you have anything that we should know?
So, we have opened up a really great incentive here, and any donations at this point are going to go toward that automatically, so you don't have to do any extra work there. But the incentive is, looks like the goal is $38.26, and that will upgrade the Planet Diver Centauri any percent run to all gold. So add an extra level of difficulty to the run itself.
Very cool. We'd love to see upgrades like that, and even better, a milestone. So, you know what? It is the most managed democracy thing ever. You can donate, you can vote, by donating, and you don't even have to assign your vote to anything. You just vote.
Ooh, perfect.
Perfect.
That is managed for you.
It is totally managed for you.
I don't think
I've ever described a donation milestone.
It's beautiful. Super Earth is proud of you, Cell.
I'm learning.
You're doing great work.
I'm learning. I'm trying.
You're doing democracy's work. I approve. So
Do you think there's a Super Pittsburgh?
Now. Oh yeah, this is Super Pittsburgh.
Definitely, this is definitely. We'll fix it up. We got to get the vote list out of here, and then we'll fix it up and refill it full of wonderful, incredible Super Earth citizens.
That's right. We're gonna do that in short order right here because that planetary defense cannon is rocking now. We've got it aligned with the overship here, and now it's just a matter of not dying and pressing the up button as many times as it takes until this ship goes down. Which will be soon, TM. Just keep at it. Once this overship goes down, the mission is done. But we'll do that very shortly here.
Well, we're firing. Hey, Sakkran, is there any votes that have come in?
It looks like I did see a $5 vote from Ikarosa. Uh, Looks like there's a comment attached to it asking, is Helldivers to when you up in the cold liberty of out hot eat the liberty?
Beautiful. Thank you for that message from your fellow
Yeah.
super citizen.
Ooh,
We did it. We got rid of the overship, and that's it. So that's the mission complete. Sorry to interrupt you there, but we took down the overship, and now we become one with the pavements that we shall soon resettle with the lives of ordinary super citizens. And that's mission completed. That's an 11 minutes and 30-second run on this takedown overship mission. But that's mission complete. You just take down the overship, and that's it. That's all you need to do to finish the mission. That's an any percent. There you go. One down, 2 more to go. So that's 1 out of 3 done. 2 more to go.
All right. So my brain is still reeling from that donation. Thank you, Rio, by the way, for that $5 donation. But also, ma'am, what? My brain hurts. Good job. Thank you.
I had to squint at it really hard.
Yeah, I would recoil at that too.
Oh. Okay. What mission are you doing now, Curry?
This is retrieve recon craft intel or something like that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah,
Retrieve recon craft intel. Got it.
This one is a mission where you have to deliver a box over to a transmission site. Now, this is definitely not the most optimal seed because the 2 points are on opposite sides of the map, so there will be a little bit more time for yapping as I find the box and then walk it on over to the primary objective. But let me choose my loadout first.
While you're readying up, I do see a question in chat. So what was happening there was Curry needed to run out of respawns. That's what any percent is. So rather than extracting, you just go until you run out of respawns, which is why you saw him, he maybe should go back to basic training to remember how to use that weapon properly, because you shouldn't fire it that close to you. It tends to lead to unpleasant effects for the diver. But that's okay. We're here for speed.
That's right. Super Earth told me to point my gun in the direction of the enemy and press down on the trigger. They didn't tell me anything about minimum firing distance or safe distance or anything. I don't know what that's about.
That's
like the
true.
safety settings on the railgun.
Yeah, as someone who just did the tutorial like last month, yeah, that's true. It's basically just fire weapon. That's about the extent of the tutorial.
Step 1 with the railgun is turn the safety off.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's just going to hold you
using the
back.
railgun, that's the most important thing you can do with it. Turn the safety off.
Speaking of hardware, I have a question actually. Your
Yeah.
armor choice, is that coming into play?
Yes, I'm using a light armor, the lightest armor value in the game. The lighter armors allow you to move faster, so that's why I'm not going with a medium or heavy armor. Maybe if this was like a stand and defend on the point type of location, you would get a heavier armor because you don't need to run around as much. But for me, I need to be able to run from one objective to the other, so that's why I'm picking the light armor for this one. In particular, I'm picking a light armor that gives me extra armor for light armor, so just to make sure I don't die too quickly, but otherwise it's a light armor. Oh, I'm gonna die here. That's fine. As you can see, light armor doesn't protect you that much, but it is good for speed.
You're just speeding up getting to your ultimate objective here.
That's right. I'm trying to find a box on the ground. There's the box on the ground. There we go. I did it! I found a box on the ground. Now I can keep moving.
Good job.
I need to pick up my equipment, and then now I can keep moving. Ideally, I would bring a car for this kind of mission, because, you know, cars are the best way to traverse on highways. To help. 2026. But, unfortunately... Look, I had to say that too, okay? But But unfortunately, I don't think I've invented, or Super Earth has invented the technology of throwing the black box into the driver's seat as you drive away to the next objective. So I unfortunately have to walk it on over to the next objective here.
Oh, that's deeply unfortunate. Schrodinger's democracy box. That said in chat, my brain is. Anyways, keep donating, everyone. If you want to keep breaking my brain, just say things like that, and my brain is going to just cease functioning for a second.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to use your brain. As we say around these parts, we'd like to be free of thoughts.
Very true.
Yep, that's one of the player title cards you can equip. Is a free of thoughts. I think I am.
That
proudly,
is the one that I use.
I forget which one I am right now, but I'm sure it's somewhere.
You're not free of thought currently, or something else.
Nah, it's fine. But
yeah. Oh, some things to talk about on.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's some things on screen that we should probably talk about that we didn't talk about last time. That's okay. Talk about this mission, and then I'll throw that in a minute.
Sure. So yeah, so real quick about the primary objective. As you may have seen, a lot of the objectives involve you interacting with a terminal and then playing DDR with your keyboard. So what I'm going to do is slot in this box somewhere. Hold on, give me a second. I need to walk around that. Ow! Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I almost died, but that's not dying. There it is. I need to slot in this box here at the bottom and then follow the prompts on the terminal to get it done. So that's basically it. So go ahead, Cell, while I'm respawning.
Okay. There's a lot of things on screen. So if you're kind of watching, you're like, what is all of this? So in the top right, we see our mission. This is telling us what we need to still be doing. In the bottom right, there's sort of a discovery log or the chat if you were in-game chatting with people. You can also see when Kuri hits tab, that brings up a map, and that lets him see sort of what's going on and everything. In the bottom left is our equipment, and you can see things like his health and, you know, what resources he still has. And then the top right, there are stratagems. So whenever you see Kuri call something down, this is like a help package of some sort. That is called a stratagem. There's many different types. There's supportive, there's offensive, all sorts of things. There's many of them. And that's where Kuri can pop that menu open, quickly type in the code to get the stratagem to come down, and there we go. But our dear democracy officer,
yeah.
Did we get another vote?
Looks like we did. We've got $25 from Brett B back on Super Earth. A comment that reads, it's a question, cult of personality?
A cult of personality?
Cult of personality? The voteless don't have personalities. Therefore, it can't be a cult of personalities. It might be a cult, but, you know, there's no personalities here. Not among the voteless.
That's the only cult that we need to get rid of here. That's the darned voteless here. And they're Illuminate overlords. I assure you, Super Earth is a perfectly wonderful, managed democracy to live in. No cult of personality here.
But thank you for getting your votes in. That is going to, of course, help the Hugh Lane Wellness Foundation. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if I'm... was that the mission? Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that radar tower finished uploading. Mission complete. You saw that on the screen. So I was like, okay, time to go. So that's the second mission. Sorry to interrupt you there again.
Sorry, I was just trying to do some democratic math, because I think we're $6 away from $17.50.
Let me take a gander here.
We need six more super credits in the form of a vote.
That looks right.
Ooh, yeah. If you want to vote, !donate in the chat to come vote. Make your voice heard, citizen.
That's right. Make your voice heard. Have our democracy officer relay messages from the home front and from Super Earth High Command out to the live stream here on the front lines as we fight against the Illuminate Scourge.
Final mission, though.
Enemies mixed up, but it's all right.
Beating one enemy of Super Earth is a strike against all of them.
That's right.
So true.
So, real quick before I forget, that last mission was a 5 minutes and 35.
I did see it. I've already figured out. I figured out where the timer is on screen.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. That's Want to make sure you didn't miss that. That's fine.
I got you, Curry. I got you.
All right. And this is our last mission, which I will back out here to show you real quick. This is Blitz.
It's a Blitz,
Destroy
okay.
Illuminate warships. This is going to be our quickest mission and the last mission out of the 3. So time will come up pretty shortly here once we destroy 5 warp ships. So I'll visibly or audibly count that down in the match. But this is the last mission. We're almost done. 2 out of 3 to go. Folks, if you want to make your voice heard, please, please, please vote. I mean, _donate and tell me anything you like about Super Earth. Because that's what we're all here for. All right. Yeah, this is self-explanatory. Just destroy the big blue glowing Illuminate warp ships that I've been conveniently ignoring explaining up until this point. They're like the big giant discs on the ground. They look like your typical UFOs. A couple notes about my choice of weapons here. I'm taking the thermite grenade because those thermite grenades, you throw one, it sticks to a structure, it will burn through and destroy the warp ship. Just one grenade, you stick it, you set it and forget it, and it blows up. So honestly, my thermite grenades alone can get me through it, but I can also bring like the orbital laser, which is a giant laser that comes down from outer space and eviscerates your enemies. It is beautiful. I'm happy that Super Earth put your super dollars into investing in this technology. It's helping me quite a lot. But yeah, that's that mission in a nutshell. So yeah, again, I guess Cell, I know. Thank you for stopping to explain a few of the mechanics there. I've been so engrossed in liberating these planets for Super Earth that I might have neglected to explain any other mechanics of this, if you have anything to mention.
That's okay. Also, you are currently labeled as super pedestrian.
Oh, super pedestrian, yes. Unfortunately, we're taking, even though we're taking the highway to hell here, I unfortunately can't bring my car, so we're just a super pedestrian.
That's okay. Now, I do believe, though, that our wonderful democracy officer, Sakkran here, might have another message for us about something about a donation PB.
Let's see here. Yeah, we are, as it currently stands, incredibly close to hitting the donation PB. Just make sure nothing is refreshed here. 1 sec.
We like a democracy officer that's certain of things.
Well, yes, there's no room for uncertainty.
Indeed.
Yeah, it looks like we are about $9 away from beating that PB. So, who's going to snipe that PB?
Oh, that seems like an incredible thing. Very democratic to get us a donation PB, and I believe that would also meet that incentive that's open too. So extra democratic. Get your votes in, everyone.
That's right. $10 for a level 10 hell dive.
Ooh, I love that.
That's perfect. Who's gonna get that, folks? Who's gonna show their patriotism to Super Earth? Let's see it. So, I just saw. Apparently, I need to destroy 8 Illuminate warships instead of 5. I think that's new because that was not present when I last ran this like a couple weeks ago. So. That is what you'll get with a live service game. Maybe they just drop these patches and these kinds of things happen. And I'm just like, oh, we have a little bit more work to do for Super Earth, but that's fine. I'm happy to serve.
That's more time for the viewers to get their votes in.
That's right. I'm gonna take some lives here, just because I'm at 5 out of 8 already. So, just as a heads up for my heads up, time will be when the mission complete pop-up appears after I sacrifice myself. So I destroy 8 warp ships, I sacrifice myself, and then the mission complete pops up, and then that is the run. So time will be coming up in about 2 minutes here, or 1 minute here, so very shortly. Oh, actually, okay, there we go. So that's not time yet. That's not time yet. That's just a mission complete. For 80%, you have to leave. So, but we're gonna be sitting here for a couple more rounds. So if you have any remaining messages or things you'd like to talk about, now is the time to do so.
I've got an $8.24 donation from Anonymous asking, "Is this a PB?" We're 1 cent shy.
1 cent.
Literally 1 cent shy.
1 credit. Come on.
1 cent out of that?
1 cent. Yes.
Okay. We'll see if that's a PB, but folks,
We
send
are
those donations. As I maybe get a PB here. Let's see. Time will be
we
very
are
shortly in a few seconds here, and wait for it. And
we
time. That's time on the run. Sorry to
GG.
interrupt you, but yeah, that's time
No,
on the
you're
run.
And that's a 314.
As an
Excellent,
aside,
thank
we're
you.
2 cents shy
Oh, we're 2
of
cents.
the
Okay.
of
Okay.
the Centauri any percent. 1% away from the meeting the PB.
Ooh. Oh, come on,
Okay.
chat.
This is your prerogative, chat. This is your duty as a super citizen. Get that PB. Get those donations in. As we close out our Helldivers 2 run here. So,
Oh,
Cell,
I have to
while
do
you...
math. Sorry. I
Yeah,
must
yeah,
do math.
please go do math.
Do some math, Cell.
As I explained some of the closing things here. So that's it. That is the run. That is an operation of 3 missions that have been completed successfully, and that's a 90%, which means you don't need to extract, you just get out. So that's yeah, that's the run. And any percent in the operation kind of category means you sum up the in-game times of your 3 missions. So once Cell has that, we can see what the overall time is.
If I did my math correctly, which I'm gonna give an if on this, 20 minutes and 19 seconds.
Okay, got it. That is definitely not a PB because my time is a lot faster. I think mine was like 9 minutes or something. 9 minutes something for an Illuminate operation, but that's because of that mission we did at the very beginning where I got bogged down a bit. But that's okay. That's second place, I think. It's just perfectly fine. But
Still a great run.
yeah, still a great run. I had lots of fun. I got to show off a good variety of missions, and we got to liberate some planets and some cities for Super Earth. So I am very, very happy at this.
I can tell.
Yes, there are lots of things you can do to have fun in this game. It's brilliant. But and in the interest of keeping things moving along expeditiously, that is it for me. So Cell, if you have anything to say or mention at the end, go for it.
You'll hear me back on the mic. I'm hosting the Pokemon Omega Ruby run, and I don't know anything about Pokemon, so get your donations prepared to confuse me and make my brain short circuit during that. But also keep your donations going the whole time, because it's going to an incredible cause. Also, this was Curry's first ever marathon run, so like, can we give him an extra round of applause? But also go follow him at twitch.tv/KuritasKRT, because I know he probably won't shout himself out.
I was going to actually at the end of this.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yes, I was. I just wanted you to go first. I don't know. But yeah, I have a Twitch. It's KuritasKRT. Like you see on the nameplate there on the screen. I'm a primarily co-op gamer. If you see me streaming, it's usually because I'm playing games with other people. And Helldivers 2 is a prime example of that. This is a co-op game. I guess built at its core first and foremost. So I usually dive with a squad of 3 or 4 on most days. So if you want more Helldivers content, feel free to come to my channel and just hang out with some of my friends playing Helldivers. You might see Cell in there one day because, like Cell said at the very beginning, she's contractually obligated per her Super Earth contract to start running Helldivers. So you might see that too. But beyond that, let's see. I have one more shout out, and that's to the Helldivers speedrun community, in particular Jasef, who's a mod for the community, who's shown me a few of the tips and tricks in the speedrun, or in this game in general. So thank you to showing me that. But yeah, I'm very happy I got to present this in front of y'all. This was my first run ever in a speedrunning marathon, as Sela said, and I'm very happy with how this went. So thank you all for indulging me and joining me amongst the ranks of the Super Earth Armed Forces, and I'll see you all later. So that's it for me. Back to you, Sakkran.